Alrighty, it's been a while since I've showed you my garden, and just a little update on my little family situation with my brother. He had a 1% chance of living, and he actually died 2 times, and they brought him back to life, and he's actually doing okay. So for all you guys that prayed, I appreciate that. Prayers go a million ways when it goes to God. I'm telling you, it's just a miracle. The chances of him surviving that were next to zero, literally. They were coming to unplug him, and then the nurse looked over at him. He had his eyeballs open, and she was just like, oh shit, and she ran in there and got the doctor. But anyway, I'll give you the update. Last time I showed you guys my tomatoes, I think they were about that big, so they've gone up quite a ways. These are my Cherokee Carbons, and these things are getting pretty loaded. They're not tiny by any stretch of the imagination. And then I got these little yellow ones. I don't know what happened to my little card here. It got buried, so I don't know what these are, but they're setting hella fruit. Got a bunch of different fruit vines on them. Shit, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets of fruit on that one. So here in like a month, that one's gonna be a boss for sure. But these Cherokee Carbons, I can't believe it. I mean, they're freaking massive. I mean, look at the size of that guy. They're freaking huge. There is a bug infestation. My guineas have not gotten full size to where they can really do much damage. So I had to put some 7 Dust and neem oil all over these things to keep the grasshoppers and aphids and everything off of them. See, I don't even know what these are. These things boomed off real quick. I didn't even have any tomatoes on it last time I looked. What is that? Pink Girl? I've never had that, so I don't know how that's going to taste. But we made some fried green tomatoes the other day using those Cherokee Carbons, and they were so good. They were just phenomenal. Let's see, what is this one? Grape Tammy. Never heard of that one either. I just grabbed a bunch of random shit and threw it in the ground. But I'm pretty proud of this little setup I got going on here. It looks really good whenever you look down the rows and everything. It's just a beautiful setup. The only thing I would have done differently was with this rope, I would have used like a stretchier fabric. As you can see where it's been rubbing. So I might actually restring these here pretty soon when they get about yay high, because when the wind blows in Oklahoma, it's bad. And see how it's just wiggling the hell out of them? I don't want it to ruin my plant. So as soon as I get about another foot or two out of those, I'm gonna go get some like paracord or something that's got a little bit of elasticity to it. Cucumbers, I forgot to water. Well, I checked my moisture in the soil right there, and that has the thickest hay, so it was good there. But over here it was dry. I checked it last night, so I just watered them. This guy, I don't know if he just got thirsty or what, but he's not doing much. But the rest of them are doing really good. We probably got about 2 dozen cucumbers off of them so far, and they're doing really good. I mean, they're halfway up the trellis, and I kind of wish I'd have done more trellises instead of these tomato cages, because it's just, it doesn't look as cool at all. I would like to stretch these things up a little higher, but it's like almost there, buddy. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. But we're getting a lot off of them, and they're really, really tasty. They're the pickling cucumbers. And a friend of mine that I work for, he's a master pickler, so he said he'd come give me lessons on that and canning anytime. So I can't wait to get started on that jazz. This one actually looks really healthy. I need to get something to put up there for them to grab a hold of, because they can't grab anything. And I mean, it was all, trial and error. I'll figure it out. Next time I'll put some chicken wire up here or something so they can use their little tentacles and grab hold of it. See, I could pick that right now, but that's my weight holding it up here, so I'm going to leave it. And down here in the creek, I planted some gigantic pumpkins. If you can see those bad boys, they're huge. and I went down in there and hacked it down with a machete so that it wouldn't be too bad. The okra is getting there. I finally got my first set of flowers. Holy shit, I actually have an okra. No way. Wow. These things grow so fast, it's insane. As soon as they take off and get some leaves, it's over with. I just got scared. I thought there was something running at me. It was a freaking corn blowing in the wind. The corn, they say knee high by 4th of July, so I'm there. I got it by about 6 inches. The peppers, I topped those, and I'm not sure if I like that more or not yet. They're shorter and bushier, but they don't fall over. I don't have any peppers on there yet on that one. These are habaneros. I got a couple of them on there. These sweet peppers, I think they're called sweet gypsy or something. Yeah, gypsies. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of those, but they're not turning red yet, so I'm not going to eat them. I actually did take a cauliflower out of here the other day, and it was actually really good. So what I'm thinking is that the leaves from the inside fold up, and the outside one where the grasshoppers got a hold of it, it doesn't really even matter. And I left for vacation, and my mustard all sprouted because I guess it got too hot. And I always wondered how these things did that. Like onions, I never knew that they had flowers that popped up and you get onion seeds. I didn't know how that worked. Same thing with the lettuce. I never knew that happened. And anyway, these are all mustard seeds. And I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with that. I have no idea. And this is Oklahoma, so I can tell you that that is actually a marijuana plant. And I don't even take care of these back here. I told you guys last time that big ass tree back there gives it blocks too much of the sunlight, so it's like, I mean, I'm getting some tomatoes out of here and they're not bad, but they're not as sweet as I would want. They're more of a tart because the sun is just not giving them enough power for sugars. And then back here, oh, I got a new tiller, by the way. This thing's a boss. I got it for 75 bucks, and it was $25 to fix it. My mechanic fixed it. It needs a new gas tank. It only holds half a tank, but still way better than that little bitty one I had. This is my, let's see, I got watermelon, then I got cantaloupes, and then gigantic pumpkins in the back. And I didn't put any hay out here, even though I could have. But my dad went and bought me this. And then he went and bought me a big ass tractor. And I kind of feel guilty, you know, not tilling. So I just till it, you know, so he can sit there and watch me feel good about himself. Whatever entertains you, you know. But it's definitely a lot harder to keep these things watered with as hot and as windy as it's been. Like I'll water and then literally the next day it's completely dried up. And these guys need a lot of water. I don't know, I guess I'll just keep running up the water. I can tell that I'm doing it too much because the smell of the water, we have a water well, and we run it so much, we filled the pool and everything, and doing this every day, or every other day, it started to smell like sulfur, and it's just not a nice, I got wet, it's not a nice smell. But anyway, I need to do a lot of weed eating. Don't pay attention to that. I just got another house that I'm about to move to, so a lot of this shit's gonna come up and go with me anyway. But I can't wait to start over and actually do whatever I want and just go ham. I got pretty much 2 acres with a little nice setup of, I got all the utilities already on it and everything, so I can build whatever I want out there, and I got a really good deal on it. So I'm excited for it. Next year's garden is going to be the tots for sure. But anyway, that's just a little check-in. Hopefully in about a month or so I'll have a shitload of watermelons and some gigantic pumpkins at least sprouting out. And maybe they'll be about that big or so, who knows. But those things are supposed to get up to like 1,000 pounds. The guy who actually sells them gets his up to 2,000 pounds, so I have no idea what I'm doing on pumpkins, so I highly doubt that's going to happen. But maybe, I guess we'll see. Anywho, I'm out of here.